The number one question that people ask me when it comes to body language is, what do I do with my arms and my hands? So many people just don't know what to do. And especially when it comes to presenting in front of a crowd, there tends to be a lot of overthinking about this. I think the default might be, we're just gonna put our hands straight to our sides and not move at all, but as you can see, it's not natural. So here are 3 suggestions, recommendations, reminders for you. Number 1 is that you are not a robot. Duh, right? We're human. We are not meant to stand like this at all times. If you gesture with your hands, I'm someone who loves to gesture with my hands. Do that, lean into that. You're supposed to be natural and authentic and true to who you are. What I would recommend though is that if you like to gesture with your hands, you do so in the torso area. And why do I say this? Well, the words that are coming out of your mouth are the gold, and you don't want your hand gestures or your arm gestures to be distracting. Because again, what are you doing? You're looking at what I'm doing with my hands and my arms. So when you're gesturing, of course, just keep it here. So again, people are focusing on your voice and you're enhancing the message with your hands. Recommendation number 2, don't fidget. I know that a lot of times when we are anxious or stressed or uncomfortable, it's natural to want to fidget or maybe fiddle with our clothes, or maybe, we do this with our hair and we don't even realize it. So this is what I would recommend. Here are some really good techniques to anchor yourself and physically restrain yourself from fidgeting. Take your hands and loosely hold them below your belly button. Or you can loosely hold your arms like this around belly button height. You could also, if you have pockets, which I don't today, but you can actually loosely put your hands in your pockets and then maybe gesture from time to time with one of the hands. What you don't want to do is create a barrier with your arms. So you don't want to do this because again, this does not signal openness, welcomeness, friendliness. You don't want to be a barrier to your message. And then finally, recommendation number 3 is, if all else fails and you don't feel comfortable with any of that, use a security blanket. So for instance, let's say you have maybe a notepad, or you have a pen, maybe you have a water glass, something to give your hands something to do. It actually produces a calming effect. It anchors you in a way. Maybe you're at a podium, so yeah, put your hands on the podium to steady yourself, anchor yourself. And then finally, as a bonus, I always say just don't overthink it. Remember, we aren't robots, we are humans, and we speak in a more conversational, natural way. So I hope those recommendations / reminders help start you on that foundation and that path to confident and comfortable communication.